created your favorite world? We know the characters, we know the actors who bring them to life. We can quote their lines, cosplay their looks, and debate their fates for hours. But who built the world they live in? Who decided that the magic would work this way? Who mapped that galaxy? Who looked at a blank page and imagined a future that we'd all want to escape to? Who saw the words on the page and put them on the screen in such a way that it changed us forever? This week, we are turning the camera around, stepping off the screen into the writer's room, sitting in the director's chair, and being behind the producer's desk. We're going to talk about writers, producers, directors, showrunners, and people whose books have become the media we consume on our televisions. For decades, the genres of sci-fi, fantasy, and horror were shaped by only certain voices. But that's changing, and it's because of an incredible wave of Black creators who are entering the space and changing it for the better. Over the last few decades, Black films and TV shows have become box office and critically acclaimed juggernauts, showing that diverse voices don't just tell important stories, but they also tell profitable stories, just like any of the other ones. And audiences are hungry for it. Today, we are going to be honoring the dreamers, the builders, the world shapers, the voices behind the screens, who are ensuring that the futures we imagine are as rich, complex, and beautiful as the diverse world that we live in now. Starting with director-writer Nikyatu Jusu. Her debut film, Nanny, won the Grand Jury Prize at Sundance, the first Black woman to do so. Nanny weaves a West African spiritual folklore into a chilling horror story about class, immigration, and motherhood. Victor Lavelle, a master of literary horror and fantasy. His work often reimagines classic tropes through modern, socially conscious lenses. His book, The Changeling, was turned into a series by Apple TV, follows Apollo, a rare books dealer in New York, on a surreal quest after his wife commits a horrific act and vanishes with their baby, leaving him to search for her and the child through a world of hidden magic and dark fairy tales. The Ballad of Black Tom is a horror fantasy novella, revisiting H.P. Lovecraft's story, The Horror at Red Hook, from the viewpoint of a Black man. Director-writer Bomani J. Story. His debut film, The Angry Black Girl and Her Monster, reimagines the Frankenstein story through the eyes of a Black teen in a violent neighborhood, using the horror to explore trauma and systematic inequality. Writer-director Sarah Jefferson Carter. She is a storyteller dedicated to creating fantasy and sci-fi, stories where women of color are the heroes and protagonists, showcasing the multidimensionality of Black culture. Queendom Come follows a young Black woman who discovers she has a magical heritage and must embrace her destiny as the protector of a hidden kingdom. It blends everyday life with high fantasy.